Hey, what's up, you guys? Jason Wheeler here, coming at you today with a quick training video. Not quite sure how long this training video is going to be, but the main reason why I'm doing this is because not too long ago I realized that there was a problem in with a lot of business people, a lot of marketers in advertising, creating cool graphic design and marketing pieces without a professional's help. Now, graphic designers are great, but every now and again you might just want to throw something together yourself. Maybe you have an idea and it's hard to relay that idea, and sometimes you have to pay a couple $100 to a graphic designer. I'm going to show you real quick here in just a few minutes how you can make some amazing marketing pieces for your business, and I'm going to show you how you could do that with something that you probably already have on your computer. And it's just the main reason why I want to show you this is because when I started doing this and I started sharing some of the graphics and sharing some of the advertisements that I was doing online, people started asking me about it. Hey, where are you getting these graphic designs? And I had a lot of people asking me to teach this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together this real quick kind of a tutorial on what I've done and how I do it. And if I get a big enough response here, I am going to go ahead and put together a full-blown training as to the different things that you could do with this method and the different types of pieces that you can put together. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start diving right in here. So here's the plan. I'm going to show you today how you can make awesome marketing pieces, okay? And not too different from this PowerPoint slide that you're seeing right now, I'm going to show you also how these marketing pieces could get you some amazing ad conversion. And what's really cool is since I've been doing this, a lot of people have approached me and they said, like, how are you doing this? And, are you a Photoshop master? And the fact is I'm the type of person that when I want to learn something, I just go out and I do it. I'll just learn about it. I'll start Googling and researching, and nothing's going to stand in my way. I'm going to learn about it. And I didn't want to learn how to do Photoshop. I kind of played around with Photoshop a little bit before. It's an expensive software. I didn't want to learn Photoshop. So I learned how to put together some pretty amazing marketing pieces using something, like I said, that you already have on your computer, and that's this program that you're looking at right now, PowerPoint, okay? And as an example, here's a quick little piece that I had a lot of success with on a Facebook ad. And as you can see on this particular Facebook ad, I was averaging less than 1 cent per view on this particular ad, which was pretty good. I got a really good conversion with this training. This is just one particular example. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of different ones, and I'm going to actually take you through it and let you look over my shoulder, show you exactly how, if you have PowerPoint on your computer, how you could use this as well. If you get any value out of this at all, if you get any value out of today's training at all, what I want you to do is follow me, get on my VIP list on my blog in my next training. If you want to get on my VIP list, all you have to do is go to my blog here at jasonwheeler.biz, click right here where it says VIP access, and you'll get notified of any new trainings or any new upcoming videos that I do in the future, blog posts that I do in the future. Really cool good gold nuggets that I send out there, and I've been getting a pretty good response from my audience, so which I really appreciate more than anything. So let's just kind of look at a couple of examples first of some marketing pieces that I did. Here's one that I had a lot of success with. This is a general one to my loan business. In general, mainly I am my main business is in real estate, and what I realized in real estate, if you're doing real estate or lending or any kind of marketing endeavor at all, no matter what business you're in, you got to know marketing too. And this is a really cool way that you can make some neat, catchy graphic designs that you could use to market on Facebook. You could use them to market if you're doing Facebook ads. This is a great way to do Facebook ads. I just showed you some conversions where I was getting less than 1 cent per view on those ads, very targeted ads towards a very specific audience. And I can show you how I did that on another training if I get some demand for that. But here's one example. Let's just look at a couple more really cool ones. You could do this for not just Facebook ads, but like postcards. Here's a postcard that I did for a realtor, and this person, they wanted to send out a postcard with their house that they just sold. And this is really, it might be a little cheesy back here. I'll show you some ways to change this out, but you can play with a lot of different things with a postcard. I'll show you how to throw together a postcard in 10 minutes. And this one right here is one that I did for a Facebook ad. And this one, I was using this ad to get people funneled into my lending business. I was targeting people in a specific city, And this ad got me some massive results here with this one ad. It was appearing on the side of Facebook. If you're obviously, if you're familiar with Facebook, like everybody is, let me just jump in here to my profile. When you go to the home screen, what my main strategy is to market on the side of the home screen. You might see, you're going to see Zillow and whatever it is that you like, whatever it is that Facebook has you targeting, these are where the ads appear, okay? And like I said, these ads could be very effective because you could set them up so that you pay less than 1 cent for every time that somebody views these ads. So it's pretty cool the things that you could do. Here's another example. Here's a cool example. This wasn't even a marketing piece. This was something that we made for my daughter Chloe. We wanted to make a postcard showing, announcing the birth of my baby daughter. So I put this postcard together here. Of course, after the pictures were done and everything, we had the pictures professionally done. And after we got the rights to those pictures, I put together this postcard here using PowerPoint with, I did it in 10 minutes. Okay, so it just doesn't have to just be for marketing. If you ever had a postcard, business cards, pamphlets, anything, I'll show you how you could do this stuff using PowerPoint. Okay, so what I wanted to do is let's just start from scratch. Let's start from scratch, and I'll show you exactly how we could go ahead and do one of these just from scratch. Again, this isn't scripted or anything like that, so let's just go ahead and we're going to make a new blank presentation. So here's PowerPoint, right? You might not ever really know where to start with this software. It's more than just presentations and slides. It's a lot more. In fact, if you ever want to learn about PowerPoint in general, a great place to go to learn about any software and a lot of different things is lynda.com. Okay, check out lynda.com. This is a good little nugget. Lynda.com. You could learn all kinds of stuff about all kinds of things here on this website. It's very reasonable. Some of it's free, some of it's paid. You become a member. You can learn about design, web design, photography, business, lots of different things. You can learn specifically if you know nothing about PowerPoint at all, go to lynda.com, check it out, and you can learn about PowerPoint in general. This is maybe a little bit more advanced what I'm going to do. Okay, so in this example that I'm going to do, let's just first say that we want to do a postcard. Okay, so first thing you want to do is make sure that your dimensions are right for a postcard. So let's just delete all these. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is find out, what is the size of a postcard? Size of a postcard. Okay, so size of the postcard is at least 3.5 inches by 5 inches. 3.5 inches by 5 inches. So let's go here and we'll make sure that this slide, we're going to go to Design, Page Setup, and we'll do width was, what was it, 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. So page setup, it was, let's do 5 by 3.5. I think that's right. Boom. Okay, so there's your postcard dimensions. Okay, now, like I said, this isn't just for PowerPoint. It's not just for doing slides and presentations. I'm going to show you how you could build something. Let's say that I'm going to talk to the realtors, okay, because I work with a lot of real estate agents. Let's just say that you want to send out a postcard to an area, a town or a city, and showcase a home that you sold. So let's just do this we're going to really do it from scratch, okay? So let's look at Pleasant Hill Homes. Pleasant Hill Homes, and we'll look at images, okay? Now let's just say that this is the home that you want to showcase, okay? So you can just save this image. Obviously, if you sold the home, you probably already have images. But again, this is just for example purposes. You don't always just want to go and scrape photos from Facebook or from Google, but for example purposes, you can do that as long as you're not infringing on anybody's copyrights or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with really doing that. So let's just say that we want this home to be showcased in our postcard, okay? So we're going to insert this picture, and I saved it to my desktop under Pleasant Hill Home, okay? So here's the home, right? Now, let's see. Let's say that we just, let's say that we don't want the entire home to be. Well, let's just say that we want the whole postcard. We're going to format the background to make it fit exactly. Okay, go to Format Background, and let's say we're going to fill, pattern fill, transparency, no. Okay, so Format Background, and we're going to picture or texture fill. Okay, so picture or texture, go to File, and we're going to find the file where we saved it. Okay, Pleasant Hill Home. Insert. Okay, apply, close. Boom. Now this is going to fill the entire background now. Okay. Now let's say that we want. I'm just going to Bay Area Realtor. Okay, so this person. Let's just say that. Bay Area Realtor. Obviously, you're going to have your own head picks, but let's just say that this person here. Let's say that this person here is going to be the example that we're going to use. Okay, so we'll save this picture to our desktop. Now, what you could do is insert the picture, your headshot, whatever it is, even if it's not clipped or anything. Okay, insert your headshot. Now, boom, here's your headshot. What's the problem here is that now it looks like, you got the background, it doesn't look clean, right? So here's what you could do with PowerPoint that's really cool. Click on the picture, remove background, okay? Most people don't know about this. Remove the background. Now what you're gonna do is, stick with me here. Once you have this, remove background, all of what you see is mark areas to remove, okay? So whatever's purple is not going to be in the picture, okay? So you just want it to be like cut around to where the person or your head is showing, right? Now, if I just save it like this is going to look weird because whatever's purple is what I'm cutting out. So what I'm going to do is mark to keep. Okay, to keep, I want all this. I want all this. And I want this hair right here, obviously, right? Now, okay, that looks pretty good right there. So I'm going to keep changes. Boom, okay? There she is. Now, it still doesn't look perfect. It's a little bit squiggly here. So one of the other things you could do is go to the picture, Format Picture, go to Picture Effects, soften the edges. Okay, let's soften the edges. Let's soften the edges 5 points. Boom. Now that looks a little cleaner. Okay, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty clean, right? Now let's just say, and this doesn't have to fit perfectly on your slide. Okay, see how this is falling off here? It's okay. It's okay if that's falling off. Now, one thing that I noticed is I don't really like her being over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her over here. And now I don't like the way she's facing. So check this out. You could just switch the photo over here. All of a sudden she's facing the other side. Boom. Okay, now you could just play around with this until you like it, until you really like it. So in this example, let's just look at insert. Let's say you want to put a for sale sign on the front, okay? So we'll go to, I already have a for sale sign clipped, but let's just say, let's see, where's my PowerPoint presentations, PowerPoint graphics. Here's a for sale sign. Boom, there it is. Now again, this for sale sign is not clipped all the way. So we're gonna go here, remove background. This is something that you can learn really, really quickly. And it's something that mark areas to keep. This is something that anybody could do with PowerPoint. It takes a little bit of practice. And as you can see, this postcard that I'm making, I've been working on it for maybe about 5 minutes now, okay? So we're gonna keep all this and keep changes. Boom, now I have a for sale sign. See how kind of cool that is? How clean that is? Now you could make this smaller. Let's say make it smaller. Make it you can make it bigger. Obviously you want the house, in this particular case, I want the house to kind of show, right? Now let's say you want to add some text. Insert a text box. let's insert text box right here. And let's say just sold by the best realtor in town. I don't even know this lady's name actually. I'm just using her as an example. Now you could make the font bigger. Let's see here. I actually like, I'm going to make a different font. I like this font right here, the impact font. So what I'm going to do here, now this doesn't look 100% clean, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this in the center. I'm going to make this a center. And I'm going to bring down call us at 555. You are great. just for fun, okay? We're just having a little bit of fun here. So what can I do to make this text pop? Okay, first thing I'm going to do, look at this. So maybe I just don't want it to be all black. Maybe, so you highlight your text, you go to Format Text. I like this one, okay? You could do all kinds of different things with this text, but I like this one, okay? So let's go here, and again, this is going to be something that you could play with. And let's say that you really want this text to pop. You go to the text box here and fill it in. Let's fill it in. Let's fill it in yellow. Now that might be a little too much. So what we're going to do is you could go to Format Shape of the box and make it transparent. Make it a little bit transparent. Okay. As you can see, that makes it just transparent enough to where it pops, but it doesn't take over, okay? Now, one thing I noticed is now my realtor's face or my salesperson's face is kind of stuck in the back here, right? So what you could do is click on that, right click, and bring to front. Boom. Let's make this just a tad bit bigger. And again, this is just an example. I'm doing this real off the cuff. Do you think you could do this? Do you think this is something that you could put together? Now, this person has an advertisement. They could post this online. They could use this as a postcard. They could do a lot of different things with this particular ad, okay? Now, let's see here. You don't want to cover up the text, so let's shrink her up a little bit. Yeah, I like her a little bit bigger. See, look at all the different things that you could do. This is what I like about this method. So here's your graphic. And again, I put this graphic together in 5 minutes, okay? So let's just say, okay, great. Now I have this graphic. How do I save it to a picture? So all you have to do is go to File, Save As, Presentate. Let's just call this Test Picture. And you want to save file type not to a PowerPoint, but to a JPEG file. Save it to a JPEG on your desktop or wherever you like. Current slide only. Now look. Now here's test picture. This is an uploadable file. It is ready to be uploaded to Facebook or wherever you want. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. It is a clean picture file now here. And you just did all this graphic design using PowerPoint. It's a really cool way to make some really neat custom graphics that just about anybody can make. Now I want to show you this. Okay, let's go back to this funny one here, this example. Now remember, let's say that this is the home that you want to showcase here. Let's say that you don't like this background with this cheesy sun. Okay, so you could go to Format Picture, or let's see, Format Background. This is a different example. Okay, so Format Background, and I'm going to go to Picture Tester File. I'm going to try this one, Sun Sky. I think this one looks cool. Okay, so close. Now here's my house back here. Here's my sign. That looks clean. Now let's say now that you changed the background, maybe this text isn't working anymore. So let's go back to Format Text. I like that one. Boom. Look at how clean this is. Now let's bring her to the front. So here's an example, another quick example. Now boom, here's your postcard. All you have to do is save this to a picture file, save it to a JPEG, and you are ready to go. Okay, now I want this text. Perfect. Okay, so that looks good. If you want her to be in the back, you could send her to the back. Bring this to the front. Send it to the back. There's a lot of different things you could do to play with this. Now let's say that I want this sunshine showing. Let's move her over here. I don't like her on that side. Put the sign there. Put her here. There's a lot of different things that you could do, okay? Let's look at this one that I use personally. Now here's this caricature. I have this caricature made for $5, okay? Now you could do, I did this flame background because I thought it was really catchy. So I use this to make a Facebook banner for a fan page. Same method. I used PowerPoint to make this banner, okay? Bam, this is a pretty cool banner. It fits perfectly on the top of my Facebook page. Okay, that's a cool example. Here's one of the first banners that I made. Okay, as you can see, you could do all kinds. The sky's the limit what you could do. Wherever you can pull pictures from, you can make this stuff work. Let's look at some other ads that I did. Let's see here. Here's an ad that I did. Okay, here's an ad that I did for a good friend of mine. They were having an open house. I did this ad with this cool, this very catchy border that was very boom, it popped, right? And this ad, we placed an ad on Facebook here for this house. So you could do it with an open house. You could do it with any type of advertising that you like. The sky's the limit with this kind of stuff. You could also do real estate flyers. Okay, here's one. Okay, this is a really good close friend, real estate friend that I work with. And as you can see, this flyer, this is a PowerPoint slide, okay? So I just took, just the same way that I just showed you, all these different things. I took them. She works for Coldwell Banker. I made a custom flyer for my real estate agent friend, who, by the way, is amazing. If you're doing real estate in the Bay Area, she's definitely someone to call. We partnered on this flyer where I did, I showed some different loan options and stuff like that. But all you have to do is click File, Save As, and you can save it as a JPEG, or you can save it as a PDF. Let's say you want your flyer to be a PDF, okay? So I'm going to save this flyer as real estate flyer, PDF. Now, what do you have? To my desktop, I just made this amazing looking professional real estate flyer to a PDF from PowerPoint. So if you enjoyed this training, or you just got one little nugget out of it, let me know if you'd like to see a full-blown training on this. And again, this quick version was just to kind of show you what's possible, okay? Now, I think anything's possible, and if this was helpful to you, what I want you to do is subscribe or ask me about this. Let me know what other trainings you'd like to see. Some of the other trainings that I've done, you might be able to find them on my YouTube channel, or if you're VIP, I could show you how to get automatic leads from Google. I've done that personally. I could show you how to get lots of recommendations on LinkedIn or Yelp or Zillow, wherever it is that you're collecting recommendations. I have a strategy to get tons of different recommendations from people that will be raving fans, genuine, good recommendations. And this will definitely boost your online visibility. These are the type of things I like to train on. If any of this has been valuable for you at all, again, I want you to go ahead and follow me at jasonwheeler.biz/FB or /follow. And ask me a question there, get in touch with me there. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being subscribers. And if this was any help to you at all, please share it with somebody. Let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Talk soon.